Hey, Brian from Garage Mahal. Today I have Geek Bead Thin Rip Jig. So we're going to set it up on my table saw behind me, show you everything that you get inside, how it works, how to use it, and we go from there. So stay tuned. Okay, so let's open it up and see everything that we get. This is your directions. So definitely read through that. There's a lot of information. So this is the jig itself. So you have millimeter markings on this side and you have inches on this side, and it is fully adjustable. So I'm going to use this. This is kind of like the standard mount for most table saws that are out there. And we're going to use this as the tightener to tighten down the bolts onto the saw itself. You do get some other accessories and pieces in there that you can use. So let's put that off into the side and let's mount this in here. So basically we're going to slide these in through the rail system on my saw. I think I have it clean enough that I can get this to slide through there. Okay, good deal. Okay, so let's mount this on top. Okay, and then these are going to be the handles to tighten everything down on. So that goes in there nice and tight. And even with one, it is pretty steady in place. So tighten that down as well. Okay, so let's loosen it for some mobility. And then let's get down to the saw blade. And it's a little on the stiff side. So, okay, so tighten this down so that it stays in place on your rail. And then you want to slide your bearing to, you got two choices here. You can either put it right up against the blade of the saw, or you can drop your saw blade down and have it just grab to the edge of the tooth, which I'm going to do. So let me just loosen this up. And this gets kind of awkward with these, but that's okay. I'll slide that down, and I'm going to bring it forward to my saw blade there. So that is centered with that tooth. So I am going to actually tighten this down real quick as it grabs. I'm going to slide this back and forth. So that is basically centered on my saw blade tooth. So I'm going to tighten that down. Okay, so now I know where the cut is actually going to be. And again, with these markings, you do have a gauge here that you can set it. And it basically is 1 3/4 is on the mark. So again, my saw is a little on the tighter side. So we'll get that and we will move that in place to where we need to make a cut. And then we'll put it in its place. So next we're going to measure the fence. So I need a cut on trim pieces that's going to be 1/4 inch out. So let's get this mounted properly. So away from that tooth, I want a 1/4 inch cut. So we are going to measure with that just to double check. So we are going to put that to the 1/2 inch mark on this gauge. We're going to bring this back to about here. We're going to tighten that down. So we're going to see where that wood lies. We're going to move the fence forward. So we'll keep that straight, and then we'll bring that right to the roller bearing. And then see how nice and tight that goes up. So now that I have this mark and measured, only thing I have to do is basically just repetitively move the fence towards that piece of wood, and then I will get pieces the exact same size as I run across on this. So let's put my hearing protection in, turn the vacuum on, and let's make some cuts. So I have that. All right, so this is how you make an adjustment. So see how I have that little nub off? So we have to move this forward a little bit more. And then we don't have to remeasure anything. We'll just move it closer to this part of the saw blade so it holds it nice and tight. So again, we'll position this a little bit closer to the saw blade. So this is our quick adjustment, and we will move our fence. And this is where it comes in handy, because you don't have to measure anything. You just basically move your wood piece over, and then you move your fence closer to the blade. So once that's nice and square, just tighten your fence down, and you are ready for your next cut. So let's try that again. So quick and easy, repeatable cuts. So you don't even have to like measure, you just line everything up, set that up, and you are basically good to go. Anyway, Brian from Garage Mahal, thanks for watching, and be safe out there.